by the way, this girl is 17 years younger than his oldest daughter. Ew. Okay, so the way that adults meet each other has evolved, right? Back in the day, back in the olden days, you used to have to like go outside to like meet people, right? And you meet them at like at work or like at coffee shops or like whatever. But now I feel like everything is just super condensed to like the internet, right? And through the internet, it's a lot easier to kind of mate with people that you really have no business meeting with, right? Which brings us to our boys today, okay? To our sugar daddies, all right? Bill Belichick, who is a prominent football coach, legend. Also, let's see. Okay, so Bill Belichick, right? Head coach for the New England Patriots, right? Legend, no doubt about it, right? Probably one of the most prominent figures in sports of all time. Here's the problem. He was born in 1952. He was born in 1952. That's 10 years older than my dad, okay? And he is dating someone, right? He is dating someone that is 1 year younger than me. 1 year younger than me. Okay, Bill Belichick is 73 years old and he is dating a 24-year-old, okay? So that means that he's not old enough to be her older brother. He's not old enough to be her uncle. He's not old enough to be her dad. He's old enough to be her gosh darn grandfather. All right? And they sleep in the same bed as far as I know, right? That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick, right? Sick in like the disgusting way, but also sick in like the cool way, right? Because when I'm 73, I'm sure it would be nice to have like, a 24-year-old piece of punani to kind of call my own, right? But why are they together, right? Why are they together? Is she just does she just have a thing for old guys? Well, I have a theory, right? My theory is that she's interested in him because he's worth $70 million. 70 mil, right? 70 mil. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, right? Um, and there's a lot of rumors flying and speculations as to like how he met this girl or what her financial profile looks like. I'd imagine she doesn't have that much money considering she was born yesterday. So let's see.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, awkwardly interrupted his CBS Sunday morning interview over a question about the...
Okay. I know this girl. Not literally, but I think we all know this girl. We all went to college with this girl. We've all bumped into this girl at the club. And she is the worst. All right. She is the worst. Now, again, I don't know this woman. She could be cool. I don't, let's not just bash her, but it's obvious the entitlement that she has, curating the life of someone that's achieved more than she could ever dream of. Right. I mean, come on,
pair's relationship. Journalist Tony DeCopel asked the football coach how he and his 24-year-old girlfriend met, but before he could respond, Hudson interrupted off camera.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
Okay, so this has also been like a contentious part of the interview, probably the most famous part of it that people are talking about. And it's also, again, put the tinfoil hat on. A lot of people are saying that the reason why she doesn't want to talk about it is because she might be an escort, right? There are various services that kind of contract young girls to kind of be arm candy for famous celebrities or just people with money in general. It's usually in major cities and it usually targets entertainment and sports, right? It is very plausible that this woman is one of these people, right? Because it would take like a pretty high bar of tolerance to even like make out with an old guy. Like I'm not trying to be ageist here, but it's like I don't know if I could like I don't know if I could like get intimate with like someone in their 70s. I think I would find it kind of gross. Maybe, but again, it, I what's her argument? Like I'm just into that. You know what I mean? I would really love for her to get interviewed. I feel like that's more interesting. We already know about Bill Belichick. You know, he's already. What's your deal, young lady?
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
The segment,
That's
which
weird.
aired April 27th, also included
Also, by the way, this girl is 17 years younger than his oldest daughter. Ew, ew, ew. Yo, isn't like if I was like, yo, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If I was this man's daughter and he brought her home, I would have a very serious problem with it. I mean, she even has like the siren eyes. You know what I mean? Like this, he looks like he's under a spell. Like this is insane.
another interjection from Hudson before the CBS Mornings co-host noted in a voiceover that Hudson was a constant presence during their interview while displaying a photo of the Miss Maine pageant.
And okay, here's another thing. I'm not trying to be a misogynist. I'm truly not. Is she that cute? Right? I know. I'm no 10 out of 10 myself. I'm barely a 1, right? I acknowledge that I'm ugly. But here's the thing. It's like if you have 70 mil and you're like one of the most accomplished people in all of sports, this is like the baddest bitch you could get. Like, you know, she's cute, you know what I mean? She's cute. She got that white girl swag going on, whatever, but I would want a thickie person. Let me shut up.
Contestant standing by her 73-year-old boyfriend.
73-year-old boyfriend. That's your 73-year-old. I don't know. Not no boy though. That's for sure.
Belichick did address, however, how he deals with the public interest over the
Why does she make that face in every single picture that she's in? Am I over criticizing her? Maybe I am because he's gross too. Like he's gross too. Like what? Like what? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. And I saw this YouTube video earlier that I agree with. It's like I'm not gonna fault a man for being attracted to a woman. She's 20. She's basically 25. Like she's been an adult long enough to like have full understanding of what the deal is. But again, given the fact that you have adult children, this should bother you a little bit. Like sometimes I'll go to the store by my house and there'll be like college kids in there that are like 21, 22, and I'm like, dang, yo, they look young, brother. So what does he think when he sees her? Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're 73, she's 24, like by that logic, she should look like a kindergartner to you, no? Looks like you look like her grandpa. I don't know.
the couple's relationship. The pair have a nearly 50-year age gap.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be.
Look at your hoodie, bro. I also read that he sometimes wears ripped clothes as like some kind of like sports thing, I guess. Other people are saying it's because it's like distressed and trendy and that this Gen Z woman is dressing this old ass man. Either way, it's a weird look. It adds to the strangeness of it all, in my opinion, personally.
Following this relationship, they've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just
Clearly. More power to you. More power to you, Bill.
try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
Additionally, the former NFL coach commented on loved-up photos Hudson has shared of the duo on Instagram.
That's kind of cute. I like it. I like this one. Whatever.
You join InstaFace, as you put it. I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan, where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have
He said, "What's it been like?" You know what it's been like. People are saying gross. You know what it's been like. And it's so funny because it's like he's basically just asking general relationship questions, right? Oh, like you just posted your new girlfriend online, bro. What's the reaction been like? Oh yeah, people are loving her. People are thinking that she's really awesome and cool. You know what I mean? That would be a normal response, even if it wasn't true. Like even if everyone hates your girlfriend, right? But he is naturally on the defensive because I feel like he's trying to like not come across as like a diddler, when I feel like in reality what he should be doing is just doubling down on it. It's like, yo, I like young hot pieces of tush, and she's my little boo thing, and I be slurping her up. And she just likes me for my money, but I don't care. Like I would respect him more if he said that instead of trying to like pretend like he doesn't understand the question.
Have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates.
Clearly,
You're
that requires self-reflection.
balancing Jordan on your feet, and she's doing kind of the
That's cute
Titanic
too, though.
pose.
I like it.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
Does she, yo, bro? Does she have a gun to your head? Jesus Christ! And I wish I could tell you that Bill Belichick was the only wealthy sports figure that threw it all away for um, a girl of questionable integrity. But unfortunately, my man Shannon Sharp is having a very similar problem right now, except his is a little bit more dramatic, right? Shannon Sharp is getting sued for $50 million from a 21-year-old for a 21-year-old that was basically his friends with benefits, that's alleging that he was R-wording her on several occasions. But Shannon Sharp is ready for it. You know, you don't play in the snow like he does without having a jacket, if you get what I'm saying. So he is firing back with like the text messages that they were exchanging to prove that everything was all on the up and up and consensual, and they are a little gross. They're a little gross, right? I mean, we'll get into it.
Transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp is under intense scrutiny as multiple allegations of sexual assault and misconduct have surfaced, prompting his temporary departure from ESPN and raising serious questions about his future in broadcasting.
They're saying it's temporary. Ain't no way he's going back to ESPN. That Disney company? Are you serious? You know what I mean? First of all, black man messing around with a white girl. People don't like that. You know what I mean? If anything goes wrong, people will kind of take their racist hat out of the closet, put it back on, and say, "I don't like the fact that you're just screwing with white girls." That's number one. Number two, you're old. Like number two, you're old. So that's just like, you know what I mean? We're in the post Me Too era. People just really have a low tolerance for that kind of thing in the public eye. And then number three, why would they bring you back? Like you already left. It's like they can pay somebody else less than they're paying you. You know what I mean? And keep the controversy away from their family-friendly brand. I mean, you already posted yourself, you know, in a lewd act on purpose, most likely. Like, you know what I mean? They're probably sick of you.
On April 24th, Shannon announced that he would be stepping away from his role at ESPN as he faces a $50 million rape and battery lawsuit.
50 mil. And look, and again, it's like, you try and get that money. Like, you know what I'm saying? If someone did something terrible to me, and they had 50 million, I'd ask for the 50 million too, I guess. But like, girl, like for real, like, I don't know. I mean, if everything that she says is true, sure, give her the 50 million. But I feel like just that amount out the gate is just really drawing. Does Shannon Sharp even have $50 million? 30 mil. 30 mil. 30 mil. Yeah, he doesn't even have 50 mil. I mean, look, these aren't really that accurate, but it doesn't seem like he has 50 mil to me. I don't know.
The woman behind the lawsuit alleges that Shannon raped her following a night of drinking and has submitted explicit text messages that she claims support her account. One message from the accuser, allegedly sent after the incident, reads, "No means no, Shannon." Since the lawsuit was filed, 2 separate audio recordings have emerged, both of which appear to capture Shannon threatening the woman involved.
It's not good. Also, too, it's like, yo, aren't you supposed to be keeping it P? Aren't you supposed to be keeping it playa? This is what you're doing. Like, you didn't foresee that this young white girl was gonna like try to play you for all that you're worth. Like, you didn't expect that. You didn't expect that. It's so silly. Aren't you like a millionaire? I feel like that's a mistake even I wouldn't make. Like, especially don't threaten her on a recorded line. What are you doing? Send her a letter or something, or have your assistant threaten her, which he shouldn't do either. But like, you would think that's what he would do, right? I mean, when you're thinking with the head in your pants, like you're really not in the best way.
In one clip, a man believed to be Shannon can be heard saying he would choke the shit out of her. In
Mamma
another,
mia.
he allegedly says he would do it in public. These recordings have been included
Yo, tell me he doesn't look like Barney, yo. This is a cool jacket though. I mean, he dresses pretty cool. He dresses pretty cool.
in the official case filings. Shannon initially made no mention of the lawsuit on his podcast Nightcap, which aired shortly after the news broke. However, he later addressed the matter directly, denying the allegations and announcing his intention to file a countersuit for defamation.
Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million.
The fact that Tony Busby is involved in this also makes me doubt this woman even more. Also, just for the record, I don't think it's Shannon. It's just like Bill, where it's like I think he's gross, and I think he definitely is abusing his power over someone younger and poorer. There's no doubt about that. That being said, this is a game that they're both engaged in, right? It's like he knows that she just wants him for the money, and she knows that he just wants her for the sex, right? So now we're in this complicated game of power, and I'm sure there's real emotions involved as well, but everyone's life can be enriched or destroyed in very extravagant ways, and I think this is just kind of like the conflict that happens when the house of cards falls apart.
What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about.
Do I believe that he's being real here? I mean, with the text message that he released, maybe. I wonder if they're going to get to that.
And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
According to Shannon, he has done nothing wrong and claims the woman is attempting to extort him. Court documents also suggest that Shannon offered the accuser a $10 million settlement. His team has not confirmed or denied that claim.
A $10 million settlement? I don't know. There's really nothing that I've done in this life that I'd be willing to pay someone $10 million to hide the fact that I did it. Like, there's just really nothing. There's just really nothing that I really care. And that's not even to say, like, I've never made a mistake or I've never done embarrassing things or hurtful things. But, like, 10 million? I'd rather just have my 10 million and be hated, yo. This is insane. 10 million? What? Why are you willing to pay her that much money, Shannon? What did you do? Like... And this is the court of public opinion, right? Maybe he did nothing, but I just don't, as a layperson, as a brokey, I just don't see it. I just don't see why you'd pay him that, or pay her that, I mean.
The controversy deepened significantly
Raw.
when a second
That's
woman
problem.
came
That's your
forward,
problem.
also accusing Shannon of rape and alleging that he threatened to destroy her reputation if she ever went public. On the
I
same
believe that.
day, a former female colleague accused Shannon of choking her during a workplace altercation, an incident that reportedly occurred before the current lawsuit was filed. While this accusation is not part of the active case, it has added to the growing scrutiny surrounding Shannon's conduct. With mounting allegations and public pressure, ESPN has yet to issue a formal statement regarding Shannon's long-term status. As of now, his role at the network remains uncertain.
Oh, it's certain, all right. He's certainly cooked. He's certainly cooked. This beautiful woman is right, okay? He's certainly cooked. I mean, what's the deal here? I mean, I think between Bill Belichick and Shannon Sharp, I think everyone in these like really constricted economic times are just basking in the fact that even money can't buy you happiness at the end of the day. It's like they have all these resources, but they're still getting played like any other regular dude. You know? And it's just fun. It's kind of fun to watch. Ultimately, I hope that these stories stay relatively light. You know what I mean? I hope they really don't go down a dark path. I mean, I suppose Shannon Sharp's is already down a dark path, but it's still very he said, she said. We'll kind of see where we're at with it later. But overall, keep your money, keep it in your pants, yo. Date someone your age. Date someone your age.